This is TSU TV.
Coming up on TSU TV News at Midday Live, a trip to the moon like you've never seen before. Plus, an extravagant way to celebrate language, literature, and philosophy at TSU. All that and your weekend weather forecast, your TSU TV News at Midday starts now.
Live from the campus of Tennessee State University in Nashville, this is TSU TV News.
Good afternoon and welcome to TSU TV News at Midday Live. I'm Talisa Elliott. First today, history made out of this world. A breathtaking new view of Earth, straight from the astronauts now headed back from the moon. NASA released images captured aboard the Artemis II mission Friday. The commander, Reed Wiseman, snapped the photos showing Earth from deep space. The astronauts say the view was so stunning, they paused everything, even delaying their first meal, just to take it in. One crew member described the moments as spectacular, saying they could see continents and even the northern lights. The mission marks NASA's first crewed journey toward the moon in more than 50 years. A sweet delivery has taken a shocking turn after thousands of Kit Kat candy bars were stolen during a route across Europe. More than 400,000 Kit Kats weighing about 12 tons were stolen from a truck operated by parent company Nestle last week. The shipment was traveling from a factory in Italy to Poland when it disappeared. Company officials say the vehicle and its contents remain missing as investigators work with local authorities to track it down. Each bar can be traced using batch numbers, and Nestle is asking anyone who comes across them to report it. The company says there are no safety concerns and supply has not been impacted. The Language, Literature, and Philosophy Department held their spring extravaganza showcasing all the great things you can experience each semester. TSU's Terry Prude has the story.
Ever wondered how it's possible to bridge the gap between students and professors? The Language, Literature, and Philosophy Department hosted an event to help answer that question. From groundbreaking fashion to inspiring poetry, the LLP department gathered together today to engage with students for a day of food, fun, and fellowship. The event consisted of many different departments showing off their students' hard work and successes. TSU student Trinity Brown shares her experience attending this event and performing her poetry.
It actually turned into something way deeper, a way for me to heal and evangelize, which in my own sense of me being creative is actually really good instead of just going up to somebody, and it's a way to speak to somebody in a way that actually can relate to them.
An event of this magnitude requires someone with a clear vision to spearhead. Dr. Michelle Pinkard shares her vision behind planning this event.
And all of these things come together to help us learn how to use our voice to represent ourselves both on campus and beyond campus, to help create competitive tigers who will go out and make a mark in the world that they will soon inherit.
This event serves as a way for students to connect to endless resources and opportunities that will last for a lifetime. For TSU TV News, this is Terry Prude.
For more information about any of the events featured, reach out to Dr. Michelle Pinkard at 615-963-5715. Still ahead on TSU TV News at Midday, an important food recall you need to know about to keep your little ones safe. Stay tuned.
You're watching TSU TV News.
President Donald Trump wants record spending for the military. In the proposed budget for 2027 sent to Congress Friday, Trump asked for $1.5 trillion in defense spending. That's about 40% more than the Pentagon got this year. He has suggested a need to restock weapons, equipment, and other supplies because of the war with Iran. That boost would be funded by cuts to domestic spending. Trump asked for $73 billion to be cut from agencies that manage climate, housing, and education programs. He also reportedly suggested at a private lunch that a boost in military spending could come at the expense of Medicare and Medicaid. The USDA is issuing a health alert for some packages of dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. Its Food Safety and Inspection Service says some of Walmart's Great Value products could contain lead. The production date on the package is February 10th, and their best buy date is the same day a year later. The 29-ounce bags contain about 36 nuggets and were shipped to Walmarts nationwide. The USDA says the items are no longer available for sale, but could be in consumers' freezers. Lead is especially harmful to pregnant women, infants, and young children. For more information on the recall, you can go to fsis.usda.gov. The Justice Department says rapper Pooh Shiesty and his father are among several people arrested last Wednesday just outside of Memphis. They're accused of robbing and kidnapping several other rappers in Dallas, Texas, including Gucci Mane. Jeremy Pierre from Fox 13 in Memphis reports how the raid unfolded.
Hours before we saw these agents taking pictures and searching vehicles at this Cordova home, neighbors say they were awakened by the sound of flashbangs around 5:30 a.m.
Heard these couple of loud booms, so I came outside and I heard them say, come out with your hands up. We've got a warrant.
According to the Shelby County Assessor's Office website, the home is registered to Lontrell Williams, the father of Memphis rapper Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty. Neighbors say they saw agents detaining at least 2 people who came out of the home.
The explosions were louder than a shotgun.
Fox 13 saw FBI and TBI agents searching 5 vehicles in the garage and driveway, taking pictures and tagging evidence. Neighbors say this type of attention is the last thing their community needs.
It was just kind of surreal, because obviously there was a law enforcement action taking place.
The FBI didn't release any other information about what happened.
Williams Jr. was released from federal prison in October after serving a 63-month sentence. He had pleaded guilty to a firearms conspiracy charge. Coming up on TSU TV News at midday, Joe Thompson has your weekend forecast. And new things are coming from the NBA. Duece Walker will have all the latest in sports. We'll be right back.
Here's a look at your TSU forecast.
Good afternoon, TSU TV News at midday. I am Joe Thompson here with your weather. As you can see, we have everything staying sunny this week, staying dry as well, and we have a hot weekend ahead. As we get into our weather for today, it is mostly sunny with 74-degree highs and wind coming from the southeast. Just a slight breeze, though. As we get into tonight, we have mostly cloudy overnights with lows of 56 degrees, and that wind has now shifted to the south. Still coming at us, a slight breeze. And tomorrow is clear skies, a sunny day with 76-degree highs with winds again coming from the south. I know I'm the birthday, and you're the birthday. This week is looking like the birthday as well, with sunny skies all week. Friday, we have highs of 80 degrees, lows of 58 degrees. Saturday, we have a high of 82 and a low of 60. Sunday, we have a high of 85 and a low of 70. Leading into Monday, a few more clouds with a high of 84, a low of 71, and a chance of thunderstorms on Tuesday night with a high of 86 and a low of 69. Back to you all in studio.
Thank you, Joe. So glad it'll be sunny. I can pull out my sandals this weekend. Next on TSU TV News at midday, good news for the Tigers basketball team in Roar City. Duece Walker is next with your sports.
Now, sports on TSU TV News.
Tennessee State is locking in the future of its men's basketball program, and the school announced the contract extension of head coach Nolan Smith, keeping him the Tigers throughout the season through 2031. Smith made an immediate impact in his first year, leading TSU to a 23-10 record and the OVC tournament title and the program's first NCAA tournament appearance since 1994. Smith, who earned a OVC Co-Coach of the Year honors, says he's excited to keep building a winning culture and make the community proud. The NBA is moving closer to expansion, signaling what could be the league's first growth in more than 2 decades. League officials confirm that expansion discussions are underway. Cities like Seattle and Las Vegas are widely viewed as the leading candidates for the new teams. Both markets have been considered strong options due to fan demand, growth in sports and infrastructure, and recent success in hosting major events. If approved, expansion would increase the NBA to 30 to 32 teams, potentially reshaping conference alignments and creating new rivalries. It would also mark a major moment for Seattle, which has been without an NBA team since the Supersonics relocated to OKC in 2008. UCLA fans gave the Lady Bruins a warm welcome after they made history on Sunday. The women's basketball team knocked off South Carolina to capture its first women's NCAA championship in program history, and the game wasn't close at all. UCLA dominated from the get-go and finished the Lady Gamecocks 79-51. Defense was the name of the game for the Lady Bruins, and the team held South Carolina to 26% shooting through the first half. Meanwhile, the Bruins' first 5 all scored double digits. The team center Lauren Betts scored 14 points and pulled down 11 rebounds and was named the most outstanding player in the tournament. UCLA finished its season 37-1. Before Friday night's women's Final Four game between the UConn Huskies and South Carolina Gamecocks, Coach Gino and Coach Don Staley met for a pregame handshake. However, after an intense game, Gino met Staley with words she did not appreciate, leading a heated shouting match at midcourt. After the game, Gino insisted Staley failed to meet him at center court for a handshake. Gino has since put out a statement apologizing for his actions and giving credit to the team and staff. That's all for your sports, and I'm Duece Walker. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thank you, Duece. Still ahead on TSU TV News at midday. 1 minute she's on the Broadway stage, and minutes later she's in a hospital. Get the update on rapper Megan Thee Stallion next.
Now, entertainment news from TSU TV News.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, your cousin, your nephew, Terry Prude, and I'm here with your entertainment tea for today. Let's gonna get right into it. Grammy-winning rapper Megan Thee Stallion is recovering after being hospitalized during a Broadway performance in New York City last week. A spokesperson says Megan became ill during an evening showing of Moulin Rouge, the musical, and was taken to a local hospital for evaluation. Doctors say her symptoms were caused by extreme exhaustion, dehydration, and low metabolic levels. In a social media post, Megan said the moment was a wake-up call, adding she had been pushing herself way too hard and felt like she might faint during the show. The rapper said she took some time to rest, but has since returned to the stage. Megan recently made her Broadway debut in the production, becoming the first woman to play the role of Zidler. She is scheduled to continue performing through mid-May in New York City. A newborn life has made the headlines. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen and Sinners actress Haley Steinfeld have welcomed their first child. The proud new parents announced the birth of their baby girl in a social media post. It says, quote, "We're feeling incredibly grateful and blessed." Steinfeld and Allen got married last May and announced the pregnancy in December. Talking about new things, a new month means new streaming releases, and April is a big one for HBO Max. The biggest headliner, Season 3 of Euphoria, starring Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney, set to premiere Sunday, more than 4 years after its last season. Fans won't have to wait too long for more, with Season 5 of Hacks dropping tomorrow. And later in the month, the Oscar-nominated film Marty Supreme, starring Timothée Chalamet, arrives on the platform April 24th. This month is shaping up to be stacked with springtime showers and streams, with more releases expected through the weeks ahead. Popping into the world of reality TV, the newest season of The Bachelorette has been unexpectedly canceled. The popular ABC series cancellation took place 4 days before its release after a violent video surfaced from TMZ sources about the newest bachelorette, Taylor Frankie Paul. The video shows a past argument between Taylor and her ex-boyfriend, Dakota Mortensen. The footage from 2023 shows Taylor kicking Mortensen and throwing chairs, which eventually hit her young daughter. After that, a child is heard crying, and Mortensen continues to record the incident. Since the video's release, controversy around her actions have hit the internet. Ultimately, ABC decided not to move forward with the season. Also, Taylor's co-stars from her hit show, The Secret Life of Mormon Wives, have refused to work with her as well. Man, talking about trouble in paradise.
Yeah, I'm really praying for all the victims
Absolutely.
involved.
Absolutely.
But that's all we have for this edition of TSU TV's News at Midday. Join us next time for more TSU news you can use. Have a great day.